Hello, Taurus. It's Kayla's Tarot. So then, you guys, let's check out what the last week of January is going to be like for you. These are resonating from today, the 25th of January, to the 31st of January, 2019. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising. Taurus. Messages for Taurus for this last week of January. Just set that. Right, Taurus. These cards don't want to stay still. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus. Right then. Messages for Taurus for the end of January 2019, 25th to 31st January. Taurus. Okay, time to shuffle a little bit longer. Interesting. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay, it feels about right then, you guys. Let's check it out. So, Taurus, there we go. The Nine of Cups. Wow. You guys are actually finding some sort of emotional fulfillment here, pride in what you're doing and how far you've come, I want to say. We're at a 9. Interesting. The Judgment in the reverse. Maybe this is about confirmation that you're not going back to where you were. That's how that kind of looks. Because this looks too positive for that to affect. But then again, Major Arcana does trump. So maybe this is needing to start feeling better about yourself because you can't go back to where you were. Maybe that's what this is. The Moon in the reverse. Well, this enlightenment, this is that which was hidden, it's come to light. This is a revelation more than anything. The Three of Wands, the Hangman, and the Three of Swords in the reverse. So I have noticed the Taurians have been getting this card quite a bit over there, I'd say the last 3 months. It's about a wound that you're struggling to heal. And I know Taurians move very, very slow, but look what's going on here. Look what's going on. This is feeling so much better about where you are rather than where you were. Again, it's progression. So why is this wound still not healed? Why is it still open and very sore? So I've got deception. And I've got past life relationship. So this could have been regarding someone, obviously, from your past. Still not over, still struggling to get on. Okay, we're in a better position than you were. But at the same time, I suppose this could also be realization that, no, you cannot go back. That door really has closed. For a long time, you guys could have been sat doing everything you can to make yourself feel better, that you'd actually not taken time to really fully stop and heal and grieve and acknowledge this. I do get a sense of ignorance is bliss with this reading. Some of you could have been deceived by someone that you were in love with in the past. There is a love connection with the Three of Swords. This was love. Maybe this really was a soulmate, past life relationship. If you've known each other in a previous life, it's highly likely it could be indicating a soulmate connection that wasn't quite the blessing you were wanting here, that you expected. Maybe your expectations were too high. And maybe, again, all this is sort of crashing back down to earth at the moment. That big realization, the Moon in the reverse, is all about seeing now what you haven't seen before, okay? Needing to deal with now what you haven't dealt with fully before. And I know you guys hate it when I say, you know, we've still got a long way to go on the healing path. But if you don't do this properly, if you still find yourself pondering over the past, still questioning the past, then guess what? No, you haven't healed at all. You know, that point where you can finally say, I release this. And you really mean it. And you know you're not going to come back to that again. That is when we've hit that finale, I suppose you could call it. Up until now, we've not really been seeing it. And I'm wondering if this may be stunting your growth as far as moving on. So look at this. We're still emotionally connected to the past, even though we've had to walk away. You may be feeling like you're in a better place. You've walked away. Something was missing. You had to. You've worked on yourself. We've done so well. But again, we've got this harsh realization that we can't go back. So, Judgment in the reverse. Well, in good time. You will get turning again. And I feel like if you can accept that there is no going back once and for all, that you will get turning again, that there is promise on the horizon, that there is a future without that which you've lost. And that you really didn't need to ponder so much on why this had to come to an end, and just accept that it just was not meant to be. So, the moon, what's this revelation? So this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The revelation really is about doing the right thing. The King of Wands in the upright, he does the right thing for him. He makes a move towards that which is better for him. He takes action. He stops sitting around. He gets ready to stand up and he takes action. This is about, now's the time to get a grip on this now, Taurus. Because you know you've got a future ahead of you. You know that the energies are really sort of pulling you in a direction of healing and release. But maybe you've been fighting against the grain up until now. So with the Three of Wands and the King of Swords, you've either been waiting for some communication from someone here that's not come. Maybe this is also a case of this, because this King's in the reverse. Maybe the last time that there was communication, it cut like a knife. And then still waiting for this to come back around. But there is still this blockage there. So the Hangman. What's this Hangman about for Taurus? The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. That fear of being on your own. Needing to be with someone so badly. And I suppose some of you could be getting very frustrated at this stage, especially if you are still single. That there maybe have been good suitors, but it's still not moving the way you want it to. Spirit's really asking you to look deep within right now and sort of say, if it wasn't meant to be, but the time is coming, and this is what you need to do, they're really asking you just to release and accept what it is, and you know what it's all about now. In order to get what you want from life in terms of love, you know, and emotional stability, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. It just looks like you may have relapsed here a little bit. It really does look like a little bit of a relapse. Getting so close to healing and forgetting about someone, and then bam, that energy's back around again. Panic sets in. Here I've got the Queen of Pentacles, and this is putting more focus on bettering yourself, on bettering your security, learning to feel secure on your own, and actually not needing to rely on anyone else to give you that. And this really is just more about self-improvement than anything else, Taurus. It really is. It really is. Sometimes, and I know that Taurians can be so stubborn and so slow, but by the time they do decide to do something, they're like a bull in a china shop. And I think what they're asking here is for you to find a better balance in between, find that fine line in between. That, okay, this definitely takes time to get over, but we are getting over it. And the upright's a fresh wound, and the reverse, it's an open scar that's struggling to heal. And it could be to do with crossed wires, crossed words, maybe a misunderstanding that ended up in some sort of spiteful conversation. And maybe, you know, this energy's come back around. I'm wondering if either you've tried to contact them or they've tried to contact you. You may have just seen them randomly in the street. But again, the justice is in the reverse. This cannot come back around because it wasn't healthy. And I suppose for a lot of you as well, if this is an ex that we're looking at here, and this, like I say, this is just something you're struggling to heal from. So if you're struggling to heal from this now, if this really did come back around again and you went back to square one and this shit came around again and you have to heal again, do you honestly think you can do that? Some of you guys just need that reality check to say, can you heal from this again? If the answer is no, then you need to fuck this shit right off. Again, we have an awakening taking place with the moon in the reverse. That you're done sitting around, that you're done, you're getting up, you're getting out of the chair, you're going to do the right thing, you're going to take action towards creating a better stability for your future. Because you do have a future. This is not all it's played out to be. And this is just more about you guys being less stubborn and a bit more strict and dedicated with your healing process. Nobody can say, oh, you know, if you think about them again, you know, you can't help that, you can't help that. Of course you can't help that. That goes without saying. You could have a dream. That's not exactly your fault. That's just your subconscious trying to tell you something. But it's enough for you to screw you guys over for a period of time. That's the problem. So again, this is more about self-discipline, self-control. And actually saying to yourself, I want to be happy on my own. I want to get on the right path again, headed for the 10. And that 10 will come for you guys. There's no question about it. But the longer you prolong this, the longer it's going to take to bring that back around. You know, that feeling of falling in love again. You will probably find, Taurus, that you will not fall out of love with whoever this is until you find someone you love more. How fucking deep is that? Seriously. Again, you've got some work to do. You really have. You either make peace with your past or you reprogram yourself to let this go once and for all. There may be some deception going on. Someone may have lied to you about what they're doing. Maybe just lied to you full stop about something. Maybe this could be a misunderstanding, miscommunication, blockage, spiteful words. It's not necessarily an argument. The King of Wands in the reverse is an argument. The King of Swords in the reverse, this is words that cut like a fucking knife. Words that someone says that literally rips your heart out. That's what that is. And this deception, I feel like that may be less about deception and more about someone wearing a false self mask. Maybe someone is putting on a bit of a front here as if to say, maybe this was you. Maybe you said something really spiteful, but you actually didn't mean to say it. That could have been the case. That could. Or they said something really nasty to you, but they didn't really mean to say it. They were just putting a front on. Whichever way this goes, healing process needs to take place now, and that realization that this cannot come back around for some of you. But that's a good thing. That is a good thing because you were heading on the right track anyway. Look at that. You were. You put your gauntlet down. You said, I'm not fighting this anymore. I'm going. You were on a track of progression. Look, there's an 8 and a 9 of cups. The next one would have been your 10. I'm starting to wonder if some of you would have had your 10 by now if this energy didn't rebound the way it has. I'll leave that there, you guys. If anybody wants personal reading, feel free to email me. Otherwise, wish you a fabulous end to the end of January, and I'll be back after the 1st for a monthly and for your first week of February. Right then, you guys, take care and we'll speak soon. Bye for now.